Hi everyone, thanks for joining me in the garden. So we're back from our trip and I've got a little bit of a sore throat, but I need to do some cleanup here, and everything is just looking really wild and untidy. Now I'm going to cut back all this violas. They were so good. They served us so well and lasted over so many seasons, actually, from May. Yeah, from May. So we went through autumn, winter, and the whole of spring. It's end of November now, and they are still looking so good. Well, not so good. you know, one is looking pretty bad, and there's still some life left in the other, but I'm going to cut them back and clean them up so the grass has more space to grow. Yeah, these pots need a cleanup. You can see they're all done. The only things that are flowering and seem to be doing okay is the alyssum, the white alyssum blooms, but I don't want them. I've got enough alyssums all over, so I'm going to just clean out this and the what was it, the snowflakes. They're looking so mushy and the stems are terrible, so I'm just going to clean up these two pots. The other violas that I wanted to tackle is these white, the popcorn white violas. They are also, looking a bit sad because it's starting to warm up now, and so they're not doing too good with the warmer days. This Gara, I had actually bought 3 originally. So one I hadn't planted, so I'm planning on planting it here. It will have some good height in this back spot here. I just need to take out the succulents that's there currently and plant them in. So I'll take the grass and leave it in the back just to let it grow. I'm going to give it a chance to catch on properly, so I'll bring it back out when it gets its plumes. These 2 pots had all the bulbs, the spring bulbs that I planted, and they are done. You can see the leaves are all looking terrible and I don't like it. This Russian garlic that I planted in there, it's supposed to be like a huge allium blooms, but it didn't bloom, so I'm going to just take it out and I'm going to pull everything out. I'm not going to keep this bulbs that are in here. There's anemone bulbs in here, but I don't know, I'm too lazy to plant the bulbs, so I'll keep the pots aside, and if they come back, they come back, but if not, too bad. I'm not going to make an attempt to pull them out and dry them or do any of that. I don't know. I'll just leave the pots aside. I just want to clean them up and take them out of the way now. They're just lying here in the center and it's looking so unsightly and it's blocking this path that I use. I wanted to show you that Gara here. I hope it doesn't wilt because I just planted it. But look how pretty that pink is. And it will stand up at the back behind the aloe and this euphorbia and be nice and give it some height in that corner. And I almost forgot that this was the other box that I wanted to tackle. After I took out that cerurea, I was going to cut back all these. They looking worse for wear. And all this just needs, I need to cut out the blooms, I think. And I'll think about that. Let me just do that. So I took out one of the daisies and I planted them here. I planted it down the garden, and I moved the daisy to the center, and I moved the violas on either side just to space them out a bit, and I need to fill in a bit more soil in here. And then I wanted to show you my this aloe that I actually found this in the park. Someone threw this away in the park, the same place where I found that my euphorbia that's grown so nicely now. Someone had actually thrown these aloes there. Now I don't know what aloe it is, but I just need to clean it up, and I'm going to plant it and see how it looks. There were actually much more aloes, but I only brought 2, and these little babies. I might go back and see if I can pick up some more, but let me think on that. Okay, so I've come inside while I'm doing repotting and moving stuff. This and I want to show you my rebutias that I'm going to be moving or transplanting. Now this one is the rebutia sunrise. It is so pretty. It gets this beautiful sort of a peach flower, and I'll insert some footage of it. I did have it outside, but I brought it back in January. I think I brought it back because this one wasn't getting enough light, and I thought it might get rotten, and I wanted to keep it. I didn't want to lose this. So I brought it in and I planted it in this pot, and now it's like overflowing. Let me show you how it is getting squashed. You can see it's falling or the pot is sort of cutting into it now. And this is just from January till now. It's just grown so much. Now I'm going to take this out and put it into a bigger pot, and I will keep it here in our outdoor area. But I also took a pup from it, and planted for backup, and that's here. Ow, oh my god, those euphorbias are poking me. Right, so that's the baby, and I'll show you some footage of how the baby looked. What I just had was just these 2 heads, these 2 massive ones. It wasn't that massive anyway. There were just 2 that I potted up in this little pot, which I put into this tin, and now they've got so much of babies as well, and it's blooming. You can see how many pups it's put out. So since I've got the original mother plant here, I'm going to take this and put it outside, and I'm going to leave it out there. And yeah, I'm going to make sure that it drains properly. I'm putting it in a small terracotta pot with enough space to give it enough space for it to grow. So if I put it in a wider pot, it will grow, and I'm going to take that outside. Let me leave it down here so I don't have to fight my way through the euphorbias to get to it. And the other one that I want to show you is my this Rebutia albiflora. So I had, see, this one has very light pink flowers. It's almost white, but the buds come out pink. So I had it outside last spring, and it was doing so well. It flowered and it grew, but as soon as we got into summer, it looked terrible. It got the whole thing started looking yellowy and sickly. So I dug it up from the garden, and I brought it and put it in a pot and kept it here inside in the outdoor area, in the veranda, our covered area here, and it's done so well. It's grown, it's flowering, and when I brought it inside, I did take a pup from it. There's that pup. Oh, there's it on the top. So that's the pup that I took. I don't know if this is focusing. Yeah, so that's the pup. It was just one, and it was tiny as anything. Let me show you. Yeah, and now that's made a pup, and there's more pups here in the bottom. So I'm going to take this baby and put it outside as well. I'm going to pot it up into another pot, also a terracotta pot, and leave it outside. So not in the extreme heat, but you can see it's still tiny, but you know, I'm going to put it put it outside and leave it outside. And the last one that I want to show you is my other Rebutia, the yellow Rebutia. So you can see this one's also getting elongated here. It needs more light, and I'll show you the mother plant that's still outside. And this one I brought inside as a backup in case the other one outside didn't make it through winter, but it did fine. It's come through, so I'm going to keep this one inside here. So this baby will stay here and get bigger, and I'll put it in a bigger pot. So these are the pots I got for the ones that are going outside, and I fill up this as well, but I don't know if I'm going to use this terracotta for the one that I'm keeping inside. I'll see. Let me just pot them up and I'll show you, and I'll leave them outside. You see they're nice and shallow. Oh, I forgot to show you my the other one that I needed to pot up. This is my Lobovia arachnacantha. It gets that beautiful orange flower. It flowered while we were away, but I only took this as a single ball, and you can see it's already got babies as well, and there's no place for it to grow. So I'm going to pot this up into the bigger pot. I think I'll put it in one of these and keep it inside because I've got the mother plant outside. So let's excuse all this noise here. Excuse all the patching of little feet here. This Kuro and Kettle are running up and down while I'm doing this. Okay, let's do this. I had it in a very pretty mix. Oh dear. Oh my goodness, this whole thing is coming apart. Stay there. I found my little scoop. Oh, this baby is This baby fell out. I'll have to place it somewhere. That's a bit more room at least for it to grow. Ow. Baby there. Let the soil settle in properly around it, so there's no air pockets here. Just tamp that down a little bit. Yeah, it's grown so nicely, and not even a year. So I did this in January, I think, and I'm hoping that from now till January, from November, it's now November, end of November actually. Oh, this baby is so annoying. Okay, I think that one's done, looking good. Let's do the other. This tiny pot. This is the albiflora. Just stick it. Yeah, so I know. This one's pretty tiny. Should be okay. You can see all the tiny babies. is not going to stay, but I'll just leave it here for as a temporary naming so I know which is what when I put it outside. There, that's done. This is the rebutia albiflora. Then, oh, I was going to do my yellow. So I need another pot maybe, or I might just, oh no, I don't need that pot. I don't need that, do I? Okay, I decided I'll plant this yellow rebutia in this terracotta as well. And even though it's my indoor plant or my plant that's going to live here in the outdoor patio, I will leave it outside for now, for the summer. Let it get nice and compact, and then I'll bring it in. And I don't know, I might not repot it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oops. I've got no patience for this little tool. This thing is just taking too long. It's good to use so it doesn't mess up the plant, but no, too slow for me. Okay, so I'll put that. That looks so lonely. I didn't tap it. It's pretty small. Should be fine. So I'll leave that outside for the summer to let it get nice and full because it was etiolating and getting taller. This one, oh, I need a pot. Let me go and find a pot for that. Right, I found a pot. I think this will be fine. It'll be fine for this rebutia. This one might poke me. Right. Be careful how I take it out. It's better to do it from the bottom. And this pot is so cute. It's like a little cauldron. It's so adorable. But now it's too small for this plant. Okay, they've been potted up. I'll just clean up the table and show them to you. All done. There they are. So this is going outside, outside only for summer. This will stay here indoors.
you.